Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. It is a brand new day. It is Friday, the end of the work week, May 8th, 2026. Let's go. I hope you're all doing well. I am still rolling in the hype from Star Fox earlier this week. My goodness. Now we have the Nintendo Fiscal report to go over. Excellent data. Great to see, honestly, Nintendo perform so well because, more money in Nintendo's bank means bigger budget games, more risks, because not every game has to be a hit. It's just good news for us. Dude, I'm so excited to be here. Welcome all to the stream. We're going to have a fun discussion today. We're also going to go over the polls, the results, and see what are the next videos. We've also got 37 in the bank kicking off this stream right, which is cool. We're also one away from another expansion pack being unlocked. How cool is that? Let me get the pop-out chat open, rocking and rolling, like Star Fox would say. Fox McCloud would prefer us to rock and roll, And let's have some fun. Okay. Let's do this. How are you all today? While I open this up, how is everyone doing? I see the likes coming in early. Thank you so much. And here we go. We've got Paladin 8669 in the house saying, good morning, Paul and Co. Good morning, Paladin. Joycey J69, party at Paul's house. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Joycey, welcome. John Doe Juggalo, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, John Doe Juggalo. The price increase is unfortunate, but they hit 19 plus million. Didn't I say the range is like, from me, I said something like, gosh, you could rewind the streams. 19.83 to 20.19 or something like that, or 19.86 to 20.23 or something like that. What was it? 19.86. Nintendo Switch on the breaking point of 156. Come on. 20 and 156. I called it. And basically, that's exactly what we got. There's 19.86 and 155.92. Which that means no more than a couple of weeks into April. And bam, Nintendo Switch 2 is indeed a 20 million seller. Nintendo Switch is indeed a 156 million seller. Guaranteed. We're going to go over a lot of that stuff today. Aaron Cedillo, Nintendo Switch price increase $50. That's right. Starting September 1st. A good amount of times noticed. People have 4 months, basically, to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 right now at the $450 price point. Going further into the year, September 1st, it's going to be $500. Kind of an unfortunate byproduct of tariffs over here, RAM prices increasing over there. But if you look at what other systems are doing on the market, looking at everything else, it's kind of understandable. I actually applaud Nintendo on keeping the Nintendo Switch 2 at its price of $450 for, in the end, what will be 1 year and 3 months. That's pretty awesome. This Inferno, Prime 4 bombed hard. It's all because of awful marketing for this game. Well, we know that the game is at close to 2 million, It's just that neither Nintendo Switch nor Nintendo Switch 2 version happened to sell 1 million on its own. Meaning, I don't know, it could be at 1.8, 1.7, hard to say for sure. But we know that it's not at 2 overall, because if it was, that would mean that 1 would be 1, 1 would be 1, or 1 would be 1.9 and 1 would be 0.9. But it can't be 2, because then Nintendo would be like, here is one particular SKU's total of 1 point something, because they covered that. But as I said last time around, the two combined topped 1 million. And then we got that verification. It's just since then, we know that neither one on its own did 1 million still, nor 2 overall. I expect that probably by the next fiscal report, though, June 30th, the game will collectively have sold over 2 million. I don't know if it'll be by much, but I think it's on the verge. So, yeah, that's down from Metroid Dread, though. Metroid Dread, to be fair, it took 1 year exactly to do like 3,005,000, 3,050,000, something like that. And then slowly in time hit 3.2 million. Maybe it's at 3.4, 3.5 now. But it took a year. So we'll see where Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is at come December this year. I don't think it's gonna be as high as Dread, but if I'm calling June 30th for it to be the 2 mark, maybe we're looking at like 2.4 by the year. Still down for how many years the thing was in development. That is disappointing sales wise, but the game wise, the game was terrific. The game was awesome. So yeah, Nintendo's needing of something new for Metroid, though. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond wasn't what the series needed, unfortunately, in terms of expanding the audience. Let me get back to chat, though. Carlton-san is here. Rips off shirt. It's PGN Live. That's right. That's right, Carlton-san. Paladin, you're doing good. Your copy of Monster Hunter Stories 3 came in this morning. I lucked out. Got the OG box and art from the used copy. Nice. I'm doing well, thank you. Fire Legend, welcome. J Biggs, Mr. NY for Life, welcome. We got Steak 1024 in the house. Welcome, Steak. NSO price increase in Japan. All right. Let me do a little bit of updating on this end. We're also going to go over the poll results today and see. Is Bayonetta poolside fun? One of the winners? I think so. I mean, it's looking likely, Ash, are you here? I just see your post on X. Thank you for that. Tall Show is here. I was hoping for a few Wii U sales on the list. A la PS4 is still selling in Japan. Yeah. Wii U, it was still tracking with some software sales for a while into Nintendo Switch's life. Not as long as the Nintendo 3DS lasted. Nintendo 3DS even had a last hurrah where, some tens of thousands of units of software were being sold not too long ago. J Big says, I am sure in a few years, everyone will say how great Metroid Prime 4 is. Great like they do now with GameCube. Yeah, sometimes it takes time for people to appreciate things more. Like, it is kind of interesting. Nintendo GameCube is so fondly spoken of these days. Yet, where were the people who are raving about it now back then? Based off of the conversations online, you would think that, man, GameCube must have been like this 70 million selling console. Especially when you know that PlayStation 2 sold 160 million. And Xbox and GameCube were pretty much neck and neck with 24, 22, but GameCube sold, just 21.74 million units. But that also goes to show you how powerful the vocal minority can be, because the people that are online raving and ranting about games make up the several hundred thousands, not the absolute masses in the dozens upon dozens of millions, And that's why you see so much power and passion online for Nintendo 64. Yet you look at the 30 million versus the PlayStation 100 million, So it just takes a small but passionate crowd to really bring upon the internet glory to a subject, even if it's niche. That's how you make something niche notable. But not necessarily notable in sales, which is where a lot of it counts. Just Another Star Fox Remake says, new cut, new do, new Paul Gale Network Super Show. That's right. Perfect timing for you to say that, Just Another Star Fox Remake, because I'm mostly looking at the chat, but I did look up in the corner for a moment to see, my own image as it is, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got a haircut. Actually, I didn't get a haircut. I mean, kind of. I cut my own hair with my wife's help. But thank you for noticing. It's kind of funny because right before I made today's shorts, I saw yesterday's shorts, and geez, I was in need of the haircut. Let's see. Okay, here's yesterday's last short with this hair. Oh no, you know what? Let's look at Star Fox. May 7th, 49 days until the release of Star Fox. Let's rock and roll! Okay, different shirt, but... May 8th. Oh yeah. 48 days until the release of Star Fox. Do a barrel roll! The hair was definitely noticeable, needed. So funny thing, my wife got me a haircut clipper set, the electrical dude, and she bought that for me in September of 2016. Since September 2016, I have been cutting my hair, once every 2-3 months these last almost 10 years. I have only twice gotten a haircut in the last almost decade that wasn't given by me. Once was for a friend's wedding. I was a groomsman, and one of the other groomsmen was cutting all of our haircuts to get ready for the wedding. And one other time, we went to a barber and got a haircut. So 2 haircuts did I get. Only one paid for, technically, in basically 10 years. In 4 months, it'll be a decade. It's funny because sometimes people in some videos, very seldomly, but once in a while, someone in a short or a video says, dude, stop letting your wife cut your hair and get a real haircut. And I'm like, you have no idea. Literally, it is my wife and I cutting my own hair. I guess that means the person doesn't like my hair, but whatever, dude. If that's what you're getting out of watching someone talk about gaming and not the content that they're talking about, man, you got problems. By the way, let's get 37 on the board because we've got DLC, boom, that is carrying over today. All right, let me get back to the comments. Tsukino Ame is here, welcome. Little Q18, Paul Gale Network. The good news is Decon will not increase the Switch 2 price in the US. Am I right? Nintendo Switch 2 will become $500 beginning September 1st in the United States. Pokemon Fan 34, if I didn't say hi earlier, hi again. Just Another Star Fox remake. Looks awesome. Notice the shirt today? Yes. Do a barrel roll. It's perfect. Pokemon Fan, my thoughts on the hike price. It's unfortunate, but understandable. You're a company. You're a business. You've got to make profits. You could only eat so much for so long until you start hurting. And at the end of the day, you are an entertainment company that creates entertainment for money. So, yeah. Hmm. AJ Rax 0440 is here. Hi, AJ Rax. Welcome. Don't mean to be negative, but I honestly expected software sales to be a bit stronger. Donkey Kong and Kirby Air Rider seem particularly weak. We're going to look over that in a bit. Aaron Cedillo, if I didn't say hi earlier, hi. Tabby Cat Games is in the house. Big hello. Tabby, how did you like the new leg exercise from the other day? AJ Rax, how is it for you? I know you said you liked it. Did you have a chance to check out any of the other ones? And were any of the other ones like, oh yeah, I could benefit from that one too? Let me know. Tall show, glad they kept it below 500. Totally, $499.99. Oh, jeez. Yep. Oh. Finally at more. Fire. Let's see. Finally at more DJ0. DJO? Welcome. Sorry if I got the name wrong. But greetings to you. Welcome on in. Zabakin is here. Also surprised Mario Tennis Fever didn't cross 1 million. Yeah, Mario Tennis Fever didn't have the longest amount of time on the market. Let's see, when did it release? February 12th. It had a month and a half. Probably sold several 100,000, like maybe 650,000 or something like that. Yeah, I guess if it was definitely higher reviewed, more well received, maybe tennis wasn't the right option to go as Nintendo Switch 2's first sports game because we just had tennis last gen. So having tennis and soccer last gen, I would say revisit a different sport as your first new sports game. Don't go with golf, tennis, or soccer. Do something that we haven't had in a while. Baseball. Or do something different like basketball. That would have been a better choice, in my opinion. More fresh, more new of an experience. Star Fox, yes. The problem is people want the price to stay the same. Yeah. People will never want to spend more. No, of course not. But also, some people don't understand. It's businesses that need to be run. What do you want people to do? AJ Rex says, "Hey Paul, is there a way I can talk to you privately?" Yeah, definitely. AJ Rex, are you on X? Let me know if you're on X to send a DM. But there are also, if not, there are other ways. Other ways that other places, I mean, that have direct messages and stuff like that. But yeah, for sure. Zabakin, really excited for Star Fox. Heck yeah. Tabby, Paul, oh dude, you killed it. I need to actually try it. You mean for a haircut wise? Yeah. I tallied up before like roughly how much I sold, how much I saved probably on haircuts, and it was a decent amount because I don't know how often do people get haircuts. I do this once every 2 to 3 months. 2 months is how often I should do it to maintain a better look. I think last time I let it go a little bit longer, and I'm like, I'm starting to get tired of the extra length. This is super easy to maintain. Just wash my hair, dry it, boom, done. I don't need to I don't need to do anything else. Uh, yeah, but I'm not even sure what's the going price of an adult male haircut these days. not including tip. So I think I saved a decent amount in the last decade. Uh, let's see. Darren Nye, hello. I'm excited for Star Fox. I pre-ordered the physical copy for the same price as the Nintendo Store here in UK. Excellent. Mario Dodgeball, says Carlton Son. Good point. J Biggs, Dreamcast guy, cracks me up. He actually made Nintendo waiting till September to raise the price, and if they really need to raise the price, they would have done it now. Is Nintendo trying to be as fair as they can with their, consumer base? Make no mistake, no company, even though every company would like to make more money, no company is just jumping with joy to say, yay, we can't wait to see how audiences react to this. No, they know folks aren't going to be happy. Some will either just do it now, and some will just kind of delay a little bit to try to show some good faith. AJ Rax says, still cheaper than other consoles. Yes, true. Mario Disc Golf, Discord, true. Mario Kickball. Are you seeing Mortal Kombat 2? Yes, Zabikin. I'm going tonight. Mario Whack-A-Mole. That's true, Tsukino Ame. Oh, Mario Whack-A-Mole with the Joy-Con, obviously. Would be good for Mario Party. Whack-A-Goomba, yeah, AJ. 1 week until Subnautica 2 early access releases. Anyone want to spot me an Xbox Series X? Like 35 to 40 with tip here in Maine. $40 with a tip. Carlton son, how often do you get a haircut? So if it's like $40, let's say you get a haircut every 2 months. 6 haircuts a year, $240 a year on haircuts. 10 years of cutting my own hair. You telling me I saved $2,400 on haircuts? Ooh, that's pretty good. Hey, look, adds up. Oh, the leg video. Oh, I need to try it. My hair is gonna do what it does. Oh, okay. You gotta try the leg video. Okay, cool. It's low impact, Tabby, but it's good. With any of these exercises, a little goes a long way, as we have discussed. Really does. Speaking of a little bit going a long way, we're at 26 watching, 23 likes. Thank you, everybody. Don't whack Wario, he'll pass gas. The barber I go to charges $35. Okay. Male haircuts are 15 to 20 before tips, so basically 25. Okay, so we got some different prices here. Mary KPK. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hello, Mary. Welcome. Darren Nye, I listened to Switch Force earlier. He isn't too happy with Star Fox. Really? Oh, dang. I don't know how you could watch. I mean, I didn't watch his reaction to it, so I don't know his extended thoughts, but I don't know. How do you not get hyped over that Star Fox video? Dude, it was amazing. It was epic. Like, we're getting a Star Fox movie in 48 days. Did y'all know that? 48 days, we're getting a brand new Star Fox movie. Because you just gotta look at the cutscenes and you'll see, right? They are letting pre-existing stock stay at the current price. I just break out the razor and shave my hair off. Okay. I know, AJ Rax, you said everything's gonna go soon, right? Beard and head hair. Xperia Play says spot me a Series X2. Mario Street Fighter. Wouldn't it be cool if Mario made a cameo in Street Fighter? They even apologized in the announcement about the price increase. Yep. Hey, you gotta save moolah however you can. I wonder if other companies will start to sell digital for less. I mean, Xbox and PlayStation, they just jacked their prices up. Nintendo is the only one that held out until soon, Patty Burke is here. Hi, Paul. I think Nintendo should try their hand at some Irish sports like hurling. There you go. Mario hurling. Mario hurling. Maybe. It's possible. Does anyone get to poke Wario on the Today app and he passed gas because it on my Today app? I haven't poked Wario today. Y'all, I cut my hair once a year. It's too expensive these days. It used to cost me 60 to cut and color. Now in the hundreds. Ugh. I quit coloring it and learned to cut it myself, if I cut it. Hundreds, huh? Yeah, if it's like $120 to cut and color, I'm gonna learn how to cut. I still don't do a perfect job, Like, if I went to an actual barber, I'm sure they would do some kind of fading and stuff. Whatever. It's also different. I mean, if you're not married or if you're actively trying to find somebody to date, boyfriend, girlfriend, relationship, or something along those lines, then maybe you care about your hair a little bit more. Or if you're younger in school, middle school, high school, where folks are more judgmental of one another and you have had less life to live, so the words of others impact you more in that whole turbulent time, then yeah, maybe you gotta get a better haircut and stuff. But when you're already married and you've got 2 kids and you're 42 years old, yeah, it's not like you don't want to impress your spouse anymore. No, you still always try to be the best you can in every regard, right? Keep yourself looking good and proper attitude and all that, but to have this desire to have like the best, coolest haircut anymore, what for? Who you gonna impress? Well, why? Oh. Mary Woodhawker didn't love Star Fox either. Yeah, I'm curious. I gotta watch some folks' thoughts on it. Roger Enyart 2066 is up in here saying, good afternoon to everyone. Hope you are all having a great day today. Good afternoon indeed, Roger. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Let me highlight Roger's comment to take a little bit of a break from chat just for a moment because I need to update our subscription total. We are at 9,258. Inching our way towards that next 100 mark of 9,300. That's pretty cool. 42 away from 9,300. Let's see. If I had a guess, I would say, maybe May will end with 9,400. So I think for the Nintendo Switch 2 first anniversary, probably will be at a little over 9,400. 95 would be sweet, but that's a little optimistic. Because that means that May would have to be a pretty strong month to hit 9,500, which means 10,000 by July 7th. My birthday probably is a little bit unlikely. But 9,500 for my birthday, I think that's right. Like 9,600 sounds about right. If you're just looking at 200 a month. We'll see. Quality over quantity, Xperia Play. I think people are just disappointed that it's another remake slash 64 title again, especially after such a long wait. Even before Zero, there wasn't much except 64 3D plus the redesigns. You don't like the redesigns? In some ways, yeah, it is just holding the series back from not advancing in story much in 33 years, you know. But poor Star Fox. In other ways, it's truly the most grand reboot, reintroduction that they have tried in some time, following the success of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which will probably hit 1 billion by next Sunday. I'm anticipating might happen before then, but I think by May 17th it'll be at 1 billion officially worldwide. I'd like it to do that beforehand, but that's my thought. May 17th, 1 billion. A lot of Fox McCloud in people's minds. Game looking stunning. In my opinion, Star Fox 64 is the best entry in the series. So remaking that game, putting in such high visual fidelity, orchestrated music, voice acting top notch, new online multiplayer, game share, cool game chat, avatars from the game chat being able to be used in other games across the board, thus constantly promoting, Star Fox and Co. New story elements, cutscenes, some James McCloud pre-story elements, and maybe even more. Maybe there's more to it. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza didn't give us Pauline right away. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom didn't give us the depth right away. So maybe this is holding back something. We don't know yet. The DLC that could come, I hope it's a strong new beginning for the IP. No Xbox, but anyone want to gift me a Switch 2? I'd love it. Joking. Y'all would love it though. AJ, everyone I watched was like, they remade SF64 and then they see it and they're like, holy cow, this remake is awesome. And then they go bananas for the online dogfighting. Yeah. Oh man, it was a blast. It was a blast. My haircuts, which include beard shape up and shave, can range depending on where I go. $40 to $50, J Biggs. All right. Tsukino, I cut and style my own hair. Some people want to just wash and style your hair for $100. I mean, a wash hair, that's called a shower. That's called a shampoo and conditioner. I only need to color my beard. I am just lazy and hate cleaning up the mess. At least the hair on my head is still black. I hate the gray in my beard. J Biggs. Would you ever shave your beard? I mean, I don't know what the beard looks like, but curious. Pokemon Pokopia and Tamagotchi Life did big numbers. Yeah. Some people in my town want $300 just to put in hair extensions. Oof. That's interesting. Interesting. Do people that get hair extensions want it for the longer hair or more full hair? I don't know. Having a lovely time as it's vodka o'clock here. I hope you're having a good night, Patty. Yeah, for you, the day is done. Your weekend is officially on. Hope you have a nice evening. Have one for me, says Roger. I could do it for the cost of nada compared to Salon, says Tabby. Tsukino, happy that Tamagotchi Life is doing well. Yes. I think the Star Fox, I think that's going to be amazing. The way they're using the N64 to remake and add stories is going to be worth it. Yeah. Then everyone better get ready for the Ocarina of Time remake. It's a remake. I don't care. I am beyond excited. Very true, Mary. Gosh, like, if the new remake for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time takes the Star Fox formula, where it's the same game, even though none of us were like, yeah, if it's the same game, but just repainted visuals, I don't think that'd be enough. If it's repainted visuals, but greater architecture in the environments, and you make up for it with the quality of life features, refined controls, spectacular presentation when it comes to story and some voice acting and some cinema scenes and some behind the scenes things that we didn't get to see before, from like Ganondorf in the Gerudo Desert and how he came to be, and etc. etc. And it's not new gameplay with Sheik. It's not new navigating behind Death Mountain. It's not exploring some ocean up past Lake Hylia. It's not a new Light Temple dungeon. It's not expanded desert terrain. It's not what's behind the grotto in Hyrule Castle. It's not a triple sized Hyrule feel. It's not gliding on Kaiporo Gaiporo, the owl, as young Link, or riding on him as young Link and gliding on him beneath him as adult Link. It's not all of those things. And it's just what I said earlier, super pumped up visual remake, a little bit expanded architecture, and the scenes and all that, and the audio and the music. But this approach, I'd be okay with that. I'd be very okay with that. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you're giving me Zelda that looks like this, and it's Ocarina of Time, with a little bit more, like I said, but not all that more, dude, we're in for a treat this November. I'm excited. Star Fox deserves better than another remake. I don't know why people, or why they can't figure out what to do with the series. There's so much potential. I think that's what a lot of fans somewhat torn. I hope it does well too. For a long time, I mean, Star Fox is a franchise that means so much to me. I love the series. I love the characters. And I've always felt that this is another strong Nintendo pillar. They just need to find out how to go forward, and it shouldn't be that difficult. But I think now they've got their best chance yet to do so. Hot on the heels of a mega popular console, a new console doing very well, hot on the heels of Fox's inclusion in the movie, super cool, gorgeous game. Let's go. Take the ball and run with it. Have a proper sequel. Borrow a little bit from Ratchet and Clank and have Fox on ground, going to different space stations, colonies, picking up tasks, some stealth missions, some action-packed missions, some leveling up of his abilities on the ground with blaster, with shield, combat, melee, punches, kicking, flips and such. Hop on his R-Wing, fly off. A cooperative experience through the campaign. There we go. Let that be the sequel. Let that be the sequel that's hopefully already being worked on to come out in a year or two. And then just keep going forward. And you'll see Star Fox will pick off. It'll take off. Blast off. It deserves it, man. Maybe we'll get a game with James McCloud in 2027. That'd be cool, AJ Rax. Even if this Star Fox has a whole DLC prequel thing to playing as James in his own story and its own missions and stuff, I'd be down with that. Heck, Polygon Network, it took me half of the first day to get off the Sky Islands, much less the depths. Tears of the Kingdom was a huge game. Maybe they reveal more of Star Fox in an early June Direct. Maybe, Paladin. This is the summer of Star Fox. It truly feels like 1997. Dude, 1997 gave us Star Fox, GoldenEye 007, and Final Fantasy VII. What are we getting this summer? We're getting Star Fox, James Bond, and FF7 again. Plus, potentially Zelda. Oh, love it. Hair extensions can be used for both, to lengthen hair or volume, but if not taken care of, it could also lead to a lot of damage. Interesting. Good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, Sham Rocked Steel. Tsukino Ame, people like hair extensions for both the fullness and the length. Okay, I see. It's almost the same comment. I've seen some women with 30-inch hair extensions. I know that's a pretty penny. Jeez Louise. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. Thank you. It's a gorgeous day watching from your porch. That sounds nice. I used to watch the squirrels on the porch. This is fun. Thanks for hitting the like button. Darren I didn't Nate the Hate tell us that it's going to be a brand new Star Fox? Maybe this isn't the new game. Maybe the new game is still to come. A new Star Fox is going to be shown off. I don't know if he emphasized a brand new game will be like the classic, will be the classic. You know, I'm sure also it's not like he is given this direct. You know, he got privy access seeing this direct 2 months early before anyone else. No, it's probably details that he's been told, so he probably shared what he learned and not every last little bit, right? Did you see the Star Fox plushies they're releasing in Japan? Yep. I hope they come to the US because I want them. Interestingly, they're using their regular designs instead of the new realistic ones. Yeah? I cut my own hair since COVID. Ireland was locked down, ironically, on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah? Of all days, right? Why are we hitting the poor like button? What did he do? Let's just gently poke the like button. Fair enough. Live long enough and history repeats. Whew! Just like that. I think I'm finally caught up. You're all spitting fire here with comments left and right. Okay. Should we go over some sales data? I think that would be good. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Hey! We've got the luck of the Irish. We've got some green in the chat. Big 5 gifted memberships kicking this stream off. Patty, Berg, Giant, thank you. Wow, 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 wow. That's because we are having a PGN Live, and we are about to take this to another level when we go over just how many units of software sold. Thank you, Patty. Almost at 30 likes, too. Patty Burke, 1971. Let me make you green in here. There we go. That looks better. That should bring our members to 565. I don't know yet, because YouTube actually has it lower, and I don't like YouTube's number, but I think YouTube might have not been caught up. You see, YouTube says 554, in which 554 plus Patty Burke's 5. Oh, it just updated. Oh, then I think it is 554 plus 5. Oh, well then that's... We're at 559. Not 565, but 559. Okay. It was 6 off. Or potentially, despite gaining like 75 new members recently, maybe we lost 6, and then that's why, well, it's 6 off or something. Whatever. Thank you, Patty Burke, one more time. Man, What a cool surprise. Brandon8652, Nintendo Talk, Chawil, Welshland, and Mary Picard. 5 people. Let's go. Let me read a couple more comments and then let's do some sales data discussion. Shamrock Steel, PGN, let's go. That's right. Whoop, whoop. Paul, I have a legit question. Why are content creators not already paid members? That's a good question, Tabby. Okay, all. I am off to do more apartment shopping. Lurking. Have a good time, Roger. Thank you for being here. We'll see where we're at when you come back to chat. If you could hear, though, in the meantime, that's going to be good. We've got 23 watching now. We passed 20 likes. We're at 28 now. And we're going to go over the sales data in just a moment. Let me see if I can answer this last question before we go over the data. Mary KPK 529 says, Paul, what is your favorite franchise? It's hard for me to say one because it's 3. I could probably narrow it down to 2, but Mario and Zelda and Street Fighter. Yeah. Mario, Zelda, Street Fighter. Those are my top 3. Okay. Let's go over that fiscal report, right? Some of the data. It's pretty awesome. Just how well did Nintendo Switch 2 do? Oh, hold on. Oh, we gotta add 5 to that. So we're at 42 technically when we carry over. Alrighty. Nintendo Switch 2 is now at 19.86 million units worldwide. It sold a very impressive 2.49 million units last quarter. Really solid sales for January 1st through March 31st timeframe. Remember, Nintendo originally through March 31st was anticipating 15 million. And I said my own projection was about 19 because I was anticipating 22 by June 30th. Then Nintendo revised their fiscal anticipation to 19 to match my 19. I'm sure it wasn't. We gotta match Paul Gale Networks. His forecast is probably more accurate than ours, but I was closer with mine than they were themselves. They revised it to 19. I said, after I learned that it was 18, that around here it hit 19 and that it probably hit 20. But I gave you all a range of maybe it's like 19.83 to 22.16 or something like that. Or 19.86 to 20.95 or something like that. Right? A little bit of a range of a couple 100,000. 19.86 it was. And that is awesome. It's spot on. It's right where I said it would be. It's right where I thought it would be. And it's still quite in line with what I said. 22 million by June 30th. And look, you only need 2.14 million more to go. I'll probably do something like this, which will be kind of fun. When Nintendo gives its fiscal report for the data ending June 30th, which they'll do something like August 8th, probably I will say, hey, remember this from like 2 years ago when I called it out? And it'd just be kind of fun to like, hey, this is why I know sales pretty well. Take a look. Yeah. And then Nintendo Switch also Right in line, I said just about 156. Several hundred thousand is what to expect. That doesn't mean it's guaranteed 20, but it could be like 155.9, 155.95. Maybe at most it's like 156.10 or 156.08. Right there, right there. 155.92. Which means in no more than 2 weeks into April, Nintendo Switch 2 is a guaranteed 20 million seller, and Nintendo Switch is a guaranteed 156 million seller. Nintendo Switch is 4 million units away from hitting 160. You've got this quarter that we're in to move another few hundred thousand. So by June 30th, you're going to be looking at about 156.4 million. By September 30th, about 156.9. And then about 157.9 by December 31st. By January 1st, on the verge of 158, truly. By March 31st, probably 158.4. By June 30th, probably 158.8. By September 30th, probably 159.1. And then by December 31st, just about 160. Now, I originally said, so I'm just doing that off the top of the dome. I originally said 160 by summer 2027. Right there, I got to about 159 by September 30th, 159.1. So it has to do a little bit better than what I just spat out to meet my old numbers, or the new numbers indicate it might be a little bit behind. But I also said we're looking at, if I'm off by my summer 2027 anticipation, probably still before the end of the year is likely, and I think by December 31st, 2027, it's going to happen if it doesn't happen in summer. I'm still hanging on for summer, but it might be a little bit less. Because there are certain things I didn't anticipate. Several years ago when I made this claim, I didn't know that they were going to have tariffs. I didn't know that the price was going to go up, not actually go down. I didn't know that when was Nintendo Switch 2 going to come out, or if we would hit China better, or we would penetrate India at all, or if there would be another model or a player's choice permanently reduced lineup. We didn't get a price drop on Nintendo Switch, a permanent one. It went up, if anything, 8 years in. So there are some unforeseen things. RAM prices going up, although that's not necessarily affecting Nintendo Switch. But you see, you can only be so accurate, and then you don't know what's to come next. But still, we're looking good. Unless Nintendo ceases production, this thing's going to hit 160. Now, what if I'm off on summer? And what if I'm off even by my December 31st, 2027 claim? Shoot, maybe you're looking at early 2028. But if it's early 2028, that's still March 31st, 2028. That means, 11 years. 11th anniversary and a few weeks. That's when Nintendo Switch hit 160. And that'd be pretty awesome. Let's see. It makes life interesting. Oh, yeah, Nintendo's Tezuka is retiring. Yeah. Will Max 11. Hey there, Paul. Hey there, Will Max. Welcome. Paladin says OG Switch is also having a price increase in Japan. Yeah. So this doesn't help the most, but byproduct of the times. All right, let's go into some software sales info. Let's take a look at the top 10 best-selling games on Nintendo Switch first, and then the top 5 best-selling games on Nintendo Switch 2 second. We will go from 10 to 1 and then from 5 to 1. First, let me read this last comment. Paul loved the enthusiasm, but I highly doubt with this further raise in price that Switch 1 can hit 160. So my thoughts are that the ecosystem of Nintendo Switch is still strong. There are still some games coming out for it, even until early 2027 that we know of, like Mega Man. Even though Nintendo Switch is going to go up in price, with everything else going up in price, everything's more expensive, which still makes Nintendo Switch far cheaper, you know? It's unfortunate that it's going up, but thanks to everything else going up, the gap between them is still substantial, so that it is still a fine place to go to buy an introductory gaming console, perhaps for your family, and not this old piece of tech that no one's playing about, no one's talking about playing anymore. No, because it still has a community playing Mario Kart. You know, it still has a community playing Animal Crossing, thanks to its beefed up counterpart NS2 getting new versions of Breath of the Wild and Kirby and the Forgotten Land, New Super Mario Bros. Wonder. These games are still being talked about. So maybe your kid at school is new to gaming because your family's not like this hardcore gaming family, and you get your kid Animal Crossing on this, you know, $350 Nintendo Switch. And yeah, a couple of these other kids, maybe their families have this Nintendo Switch too, and that version of Fortnite and that version of Animal Crossing, and that's the new gift they're getting. But these kids can still play together. You know what I mean? Like, there's still an avenue for the console to succeed to those who have not yet made the purchase, that want to get into gaming for the first time and don't want to fork over several $100s, $1,000 on a tablet. It's going to be tougher to get there. It's going to be a little bit trickier. But if it can still hang in there, a few $100,000 per quarter adds up to $1 million plus over a year. $1 million plus over a year starts to dwindle down to several $100,000 finally per year. And then maybe you're looking at, like, what if I'm wrong, and it's like 2029? I would be off in my sales pace. But as long as it's still selling and Nintendo's making a profit over it, and it's worth keeping those production lines, manufacturing lines open, maybe they continue to do it, you know? I still have my OLED. I enjoy playing on it too. I need to turn on my PS5 to update it and play Expedition 33. Superpower Man, what's up, by the way? SS4 Moogle, hey Paul, what are the odds of Sony suddenly finding an extra 5 million PS2s being sold suddenly when Nintendo Switch breaks 160? Yikes. Oh yeah, we sold another 5 million here. We forgot about these. We shipped these off a long time ago. Yeah, I know what you mean. The odds do exist. Okay, let's get into these sales. New Super Mario Bros. U is at 18.96 now. Super Mario Party is at 21.32. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is at 22.56. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield are at 27.16. How excellent is it to see these games sell this high? The 10th best-selling game is almost 20 million. That's wild. Everything else is above 20. Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet at 28.28. Super Mario Odyssey, 30.50. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, 33.84. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 37.76. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 49.91. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 71.08. Wow. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, still selling, by the way, with Mario Kart World out there. And that's what I mean. Nintendo Switch games are still selling. Families are still buying them. As long as families and folks are still buying these games, the games and the hardware stay relevant. As long as they stay relevant, new people that want to get into games, new moms and dads, new husbands and wives and families that are forming today with kids that were 2 years old 2 years ago that are 4 now and maybe ready for a first console are shopping around and see $700 options, $500 options. Look at all these games on the shelf. People still buy this? Mm-hmm. Buy this $230 NS Lite and this copy of Animal Crossing and Breath of the Wild. You know what I'm saying? Still possible. We'll get into NS2 hardware, the software in a moment. Let's see. Patty Burke says, I am watching now on TV with my Switch, typing on my phone, and my laptop is connected to a set of decks for later. Nice, you got everything set up. Just another Star Fox remake. I still use my 2017 Switch, about 80 to 85% Switch 1 compared to Switch 2, 10 to 15% of my time. Nice. J Biggs, Mr. Sushi Hut, welcome. J Biggs says, I still have my blue or indigo Switch Lite. I remember that one. I don't like indigo, and to GameCube was blue, not purple. I want Double Dash to come to NSO with online play. OMG. That would be cool. That would be cool. Maybe eventually. 71 million for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Whew. One of Nintendo's best-selling games of all time. Now, it's understood that, every holiday season, most holiday seasons, I should say, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was bundled in with Nintendo Switch, effectively reducing the price temporarily of Nintendo Switch and selling you MK8 Deluxe, or you could look at it as MK8 Deluxe free with an NS at regular price. However you want to look at it, or look at it as both. Hey, it's a bundled edition of both together, and yeah, they're taking a little bit off the system and a little bit off the game. Something like that. Is that much more impressive than to see something like Animal Crossing at almost 50, only bundled in a little bit, or Ultimate, never a full-on bundle, or Breath of the Wild, or Mario Odyssey, just sold on its own. And none of these games with a price drop. Wow. Just temporary price drops. Discounts, Pretty cool. Albert Z. Who, 227, I should say. Why is the stock crashing? People get antsy. People don't understand that gamers are going to buy the games regardless. That the console still has hype for it. And they get worked up over nothing. They want more. They want more answers. They want more. They want more answers. I'm not concerned with Nintendo's stock price. Nintendo's doing just fine. My 2017 OG Switch was gifted to a neighbor for their kids when I got my OLED. I know how hard it is to always afford the next console. I was working then too. Good point, Tabby. My other OG Switch was given to my mom for grandkids when they come over. Cool. I just used to think of it as light blue. I'm not good with colors. Hello, everyone. I went over the earnings and found out Nintendo has around 5 months of inventory. Christmas time sales are likely Pokemon Company's profits have doubled. Game development costs increased 24% in a year. Since I don't have Nintendo stock, I'm not paying attention to it. It has nothing. It's a nothing burger for me. Artisan James says, seems DK Bonanza, which in my opinion is the best first party game on the system, has slowed some. Alright, let's go over some. Okay. Oh, let me see. Switchboard sold twice as much as Bonanza in the quarter. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the NS2 software top 5, going from 5 to 1. Which is pretty cool, by the way, because Nintendo Switch 2 has only been out for 10 months, y'all. Kirby Air Riders, 1.87 million. Pokemon Pokopia, hardly been out. Hardly been out. 2.41 million. Pokemon Legends ZA, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition alone, 3.94. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 4.52. I believe it will hit 5, but it is taking its time getting to 5. I don't know if Nintendo's next movie with Illumination is Donkey Kong, but if and when a Donkey Kong movie comes out, I hope that Nintendo blasts some Donkey Kong Bonanza promo, because I want the game to do far better than just barely 5. Like, I want this game to be a 7 million plus seller, because it is my favorite exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 game so far. Mario Kart World. Look at that MKW. Kind of like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it was included in the beginning in, part of the Nintendo Switch 2 inventory. But still, 14.7. It sold plenty on its own, too. Crazy Scott showing off the Superman emoji. I like that one. Here's the full shebang, by the way. This is the big list. Eunice is here, by the way. What's up, everyone? What's up? Artisan James saying Bonanza should at least do Forgotten Land numbers. Yeah, I would like Donkey Kong. I like Kirby in the Forgotten Land a lot, but I like Donkey Kong Bonanza more. I would like to see advanced technology forward, pioneer the industry with new thoughts that oftentimes get replicated by competitors, have a long history of franchises that they respect, that they continuously put out new entries in, and have a wide variety of IP going from action to adventure to racing to platforming, 2D to 3D, cute to cool, sci-fi to sword-based, magic, racing, fighting, online multiplayer, flight-based, motion-based, fun, wacky stuff, cardboard here, real go-kart racing with your screen over there. They've got it all. And that's what their competitors don't have necessarily. Sony could have had a regular, consistent flow of IP of theirs, but early Sony relied a lot on third parties. And then with PS2 on, you could say, God of War has been consistent, Ratchet and Clank has been consistent, Gran Turismo has been consistent. So those three. Some have fallen off. Uncharted for a while, yeah. And now we're in kind of a new era. Is The Last of Us gonna continue? Horizon? What are they gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. Xbox, man, they sure could have done more. When they bought Rare for 2 decades, they could have established Perfect Dark into becoming another one of their pillars. A new Perfect Dark every 5 or 6 years, and marketed it very differently. A new Killer Instinct every 6 years. A Conquer every 7 years, a new Conquer. A Banjo Kazooie once every 4 to 8 years. And they could have really positioned themselves as like, hey, you like Nintendo games from SNES, N64 era? You want to buy an Xbox console consistently going forward. And they didn't do that. So, yeah, really Nintendo is the most old school company that is around in the modern times and adjusting to the modern world and crushing it. Let's see. I'm going to get to the detailed software breakdown in a moment, but let me catch up to some more chat. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a far better game. I'm not a big fan of Mario Kart World, Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom. For the latter, it's the breakable weapons. Am I mad in the head? I've read and I've talked to a lot of people that some don't like the breakable weapons, some do. I like it. Not that I like my weapons to break in the game, but it's a different way of me looking at ammo. I see ammo and breakable weapons kind of being somewhat parallel with one another. So the fact that I'm given the opportunity to collect new, make new, just have a whole inventory is okay with me. I wonder if you'll like Mario Kart World more in time. Like, if you compare Mario Kart 8 basic version, pre-DLC, to Mario Kart World basic version, now. How do they fare? The Wii U original to this Nintendo Switch 2 original. Because it's easier to say now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on a Nintendo Switch with all of the years of DLC and refinements. Maybe that's more liked, but is the base version more liked than MKW? Because Mario Kart World, in time, might become more people's favorite. Terminal 64 is here. Welcome, Terminal 64. Artisan James. I can see Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Star Fox, Splatoon Raiders, and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave all breaking 1 million. Yeah, I agree. The Nintendo Switch 2 games really paint the grim picture of right now. Low software sales and that impending hardware price hike is the reason software prices are going down and the digital physical split. Nintendo trying to make money back on lower priced software to cope the $500 price hike. Yeah. Albert Tabby says, my opinion, longevity, multiple exclusive IPs. Yeah. Figure drawing, still a fan of Double Dash. Nice. Tabby. They also keep it as affordable as possible. Example, look at how they market online play. They even encourage you to share a family plan with your closest friend's family. Yeah. Where you've got like Netflix and HBO Max and folks being like, hey, no more password sharing. Nintendo's like, dude, here y'all go. Here's a good deal. $20 a person or $35 for 8 of you. Hey, $50 for expansion pack or $80 for 8 of you. Just find a buddy online, split the Venmo, and save your money. Jeez, not that hard. Yeah. I see some boo-hoo Nintendo people in chat. Guys, gaming is a luxury, not a privilege. Breakable weapons bothered me at first, but now makes me want to try new weapons to find out what works for me. And Zelda notes on Switch 2, heck yeah. Figure drawing. Also, no one forces anyone to play games. If you don't like X Games, X Company, it's cool. Just have fun doing whatever you do to have fun, no matter what it is. Excited to have a new Star Fox game announced. I might just have to pick it up so I can finally try this series. That's funny. I just helped pay for our friend group Switch Online Family Pack today. You already know what's up, Terminal. Exactly. Good point, Okay. I'm kind of caught up. One of the things I'm going to do is check out the community vote and see what everybody voted for as the next videos, right? Because we have a few. Check out the posts. How's the poll coming along? Okay, let me look. Let me look at the old scores. I took a picture of it the other day. Okay. Jeez. Bayonetta definitely won. Bayonetta got 69 plus 30. 69 plus 30. 99 for Bayonetta. Voice acting as a drive-through was 23 plus 34. That's 57. 57 for, we're going to call it for Yoda at Starbucks, I guess. And let's see, next up we got Video Game Talk with Peach was 8 plus 21. So 29. 29 for Talking with Peach. And last, Fire Breathing got 14. So no fire breathing. 14 for fire breathing. Boom! Those are the results. Those are the results. Voice acting, by the way, at the drive-thru actually got 1% in the community poll. Not Bayonetta poolside photo shoot. That got second. But overall, Bayonetta got first when you add the two up. I found the fuse mechanic to help with the durability in terms of the kingdom. I have 5 on my family pack. PS Online still $20 more. You cannot share it. Yeah. Honestly, the expansion pack costing me $10 a year is an insanely good deal, even if I was exclusively using it for Nintendo Classics as a steal. Absolutely. And it's not just online. I mean, it's $10 a month. Sorry, it's $10 a freaking year. A year for online play, peace of mind, cloud save data convenience. That feels good. Access to these NSO drops of like Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64 controllers. Free weekly trials to games randomly throughout the year. Occasional discounts on extra software. And a few hundred classic games to play. Like, that's pretty good for $10 a year. Gave weapons more durability, encouraged finding monsters to get materials for stronger weapons. 28 likes, 28 watching, and 33 likes. That's what's up. That's what's up indeed.
Professional performance, unbeatable prices, only at Harbor.
Question is, what really is in store for September to the end of March next year? All we know is the potential of Ocarina of Time remake and the Dusk Bloods. Maybe Luigi's Mansion 4 is actually there. We also have Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. We've got a brand new Professor Layton game. Mega Man is early 2027 probably. There's the remake rumor of Super Metroid. The rumor of a Nintendo Switch Sports, Nintendo Switch 2 edition or something like that. Yeah. Pikmin 4 Switch 2 edition. Elden Ring, another one. Yeah. Elden Ring, Artisan James. James Bond, Turok. Resident Evil Requiem DLC, FF7 Rebirth. I'm sure we'll get surprised with something too. Okay. All is good, but let's get down to a little bit of a breakdown of just how many units of these pieces of software were actually sold in the quarter. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, almost 500,000, 490,000 last quarter. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 590K. Smash Bros, 320K. Breath of the Wild, 200K. Odyssey, 230K. Scarlet and Violet, 200. Sword and Shield, 80. Tears of the Kingdom, 160. Super Mario Party, 40,000. You see how many units of software are selling on Nintendo Switch? Yeah, the software being sold is far more than hardware, and that makes sense. But this keeps the community strong. This keeps the user base active and engaged. And with just enough new consoles being purchased that meet up well with how many pieces of software selling, we're looking at a long tail for a long tapering down of Nintendo Switch sales before it's done. Do you think the Switch 1 will break the PS2 160 record? Yes, brother V6S, and welcome, by the way. As long as Nintendo doesn't cease production of the console, my anticipation is 160 will be hit by sometime summer of 2027. It might get postponed to, December 31st, 27. Maybe in a worst case scenario, we're looking at early 2028. But as long as Nintendo doesn't stop making them, I think they managed to sell a few 100,000 more per quarter, which is still 1 million per year for a couple of years. And yeah, you're looking at 160 being hit eventually. But if they stop selling it because they need to free up manufacturing lines, or the profit margins are starting to not look the best, not worth it, then it won't. Otherwise, yeah, it will. My opinion. I think Nintendo will have a June Direct, and will open the Direct with a 40th anniversary Zelda segment to show off 2 Zelda games. Ooh. Ocarina of Time remake and a new 2D Zelda slated for next year, and some movie stuff. Those are some exciting thoughts. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Moving on down. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It just can't stop selling. Another 160K. Nintendo Switch Sports, another 480,000. Mario Wonder, 290,000. Mario Kart World, 670,000. Mario Party Jamboree, 550K. Pokemon Legends ZA, another 440,000. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 270,000. I'm happy that it did over 250,000 in the last quarter. But yeah, like chat says, I would like to see it go up more. But I think we're going to be looking at, uh, over 4.7 most likely by June 30th. Hopefully by September 30th it hits 5. It will hit 5 this year, but hit 5 before the holidays, Because that game is marvelous. Pokemon Legends ZA Nintendo Switch 2 Edition alone, that one did 50,000. Mario Galaxy 2, 340k. Galaxy, 320k. Pokemon Pokopia, we went over that earlier. It alone did just 2.41 million, which is wild. And then Kirby Air Riders, 110k. Kirby Air Riders, it'll be a game that does 2 million. Pokemon Pokopia, we'll see how its legs are. Could it become a 10 million seller, or will it stop somewhere in the sub 5 section? Hopefully it's, closer to that 10. We obviously don't have Tamagotchi Life in here because that came out after the March 31st cutoff. But Tamagotchi Life is looking pretty strong. And don't forget, Tamagotchi Life. Here's one of those unknowns. Will it affect Nintendo Switch as much as Animal Crossing did back in 2020? No. I mean, Nintendo Switch is now 9 years old, not 3 years old. But is Tamagotchi Life going to affect Nintendo Switch? Yes. So see, look at that kind of unknown. We think that, all right, Nintendo Switch is going to sell like this. And it is. But what if, thanks to Tamagotchi Life, it sells like this? If you didn't notice, I decreased my decline. I didn't go down as steep. A game like that, available on the base console, a game like that is getting people talking, playing, sharing, not just on NS2, where Pokemon Pokopia is thriving, but on NS. Hey, we don't have that system yet. We want to buy it to see what it's all about, and it's affordable compared to the others. There you go. The Battle's Wrath 66. Hey, Paul, do you think Nintendo will keep using the NSO with future consoles? I do believe so, yes. Everyone buy now, sell later. AJ Rax. Tabby Cat Games. I hope so. I hope they do. I think it'll be a huge disservice to the company and brand if they quit it. I think they have a good thing going. So I think we see that. AJ, I don't know if I knew that you had some cats. Well, how many cats do you have? Or what kind of cats? I have one cat. Mario. Good kitty. Okay, let's see. Dwayne Davis, 2482 is in the house. Dwayne Davis, welcome. Paul Gale, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Keep up the good work. So what's going on with Nintendo? Do you got some good news about the sales? It is doing good, yes or no? Yes, it is doing good, Dwayne Davis. It is doing very good. Nintendo is selling plenty of units of hardware, plenty of units of software. The only real bad news, I guess, you could get out of this is Nintendo Switch 2 is going up to $500 beginning September 1st. Everything's going up too, though. Doesn't make it that much better. But it's understandable, and it's still going to be relatively affordable, especially when you consider price-adjusted inflation. Look at these old system prices of, $250 for a Wii back in 2006. Look at how much $250 in 2006 was today. It ain't $250. Things are up. Things are up. But yeah, Nintendo's doing really well. Nearly knocked my stuffies and Funko Pops off my dresser. AJ Rax, those sound like some fun cats. Ah. Have Zelda notes, and only for it I wouldn't have found the first stable after joining the Gazette. And great, mad looking fairy. I don't think I have room on my notes. Okay. My collection. Okay. We're caught up on that end. And just like that, we finished our software and hardware data. Let's check out what else is going on X. You have a male cat named Edwin and a female cat called Ash, or Ashley Williams. That's cool. Edwin and Ash. Cats are great. Look at these pins, man. These pins and this badge. Nintendo, you know how to do some style, I tell you. I love that logo. This is in the My Nintendo Store UK, by the way. Star Fox pin set and Star Fox rubber Velcro patch bonus gifts. Don't they look nice? Dang. They look really cool. I'd probably get them. I mean, if it was at the US store, that'd be worth it. Oh, check this out. I haven't seen the poster yet. Heard about it, but haven't seen it. The Punisher coming back. Dang. Frank Castle returns. A Marvel Television special presentation. The Punisher, One Last Kill, premieres May 12th, only on Disney Plus. Ah, that's gonna be cool. Woo! We know we're getting Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But to get one more Punisher show slash movie, in this case made for Disney Plus, is pretty neat. I dig it. I haven't watched this yet, by the way. We could watch it together if you'd like. Leon Must Die Forever is out now as a free update to Resident Evil Requiem. In this new minigame mode, unlocked by completing the main story, clear numerous stages while using randomized enhancer abilities as you race against the clock. Will you be able to make it to the end? Let's check it out.
I'll keep our friends busy. Let's make this quick.
Requiem is so good.
I'll keep our...
By the way, you know, the million sellers list on Nintendo Switch 2 is actually better than you think, because you could add Resident Evil Requiem to that list and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and maybe one more. I'm trying to recall at the moment. But there's a good 2 or 3 other third-party 1 million seller at least games. It's just that it's not in Nintendo's report, you know? And there, just finished OG Star Fox, all 3 difficulties. So fun. That's cool. That's awesome. Just another Star Fox remake. Dwayne Davis, published once. Nintendo having an awesome forecast. Hey, buddy, I got a question about the Switch 2. Do you take Nintendo? Do I think Nintendo's going to make the GPU stronger? Oh, well, right now, the console is as strong as it's going to be. However, as time goes on, DLSS will be more and more well utilized by Nintendo and third parties. So I'm expecting better results to come out of the system, you know? So games will continue to look better. Will there be a revised model at some point? Oh, like a Nintendo Switch 2 Plus? I don't know. We'll see about that. Regarding Nintendo hitting their fiscal numbers, yeah, they did. Okay. Here's one of today's shorts, by the way. Today in gaming history, May 8th, 2025, Undefined launched for the Nintendo Switch and PC worldwide. Today, that was our gaming history short for today. And then, of course, we have our Star Fox one as part of the countdown. I think I showed this one off yesterday. Yeah, we'll show it off just in case there are some new people watching now.
May 7th, 365 days or 12 months until the release of the Legend of Zelda movie. Huh? That's right, everyone. We are exactly 1 year away. Let's go! Ah! May 7th.
That's exciting. We are now less than 1 year away from a brand new movie in the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, specifically not animated, not cinematic, just a movie. For their first live action film in decades. The Legend of Zelda. It's going to be dope. AJ Rex with a question. Can I ask you a question? When is your anniversary for when you started live streaming? We should find out together. Let's see. So I could tell you, August 14th, I began Gaming History as its own series. And right around August 14th was the first PGN Live. But before then, I had one stream on July 2nd, which was a happy 5,000 subscriber mark, $20 eShop gift card giveaway. Since I said, that was something that I would be doing when I hit 5K / birthday stream. So it was kind of a triple whammy of celebrations, or double whammy, I guess, birthday / 5K subscribers. And that was July 2nd, right before my birthday, which is July 7th. I also had one stream on June 4th, one day before one second, sorry. I was streaming at the Best Buy that I was at the evening before, like from 8 to 9 p.m. before Nintendo Switch came out. Nintendo Switch 2 came out. Nintendo Switch 2 dropped June 5th, and I was in Best Buy parking lot, outside their store, June 4th. So Oh, I don't know if you count the June 4th one, because that was just a stream. I don't know if you count the July 2nd one. Here, watch this though. This is fun. This is the July 2nd stream. When do I start talking? Hey everyone. I'm not sure if we're live just yet, so I'm not going to start anything too in-depth conversation-wise. Okay. I think that's as full screen as I could go. No fancy background in terms of CGI or anything. Just me in the game room. Okay. No, let's skip forward. Let's see. Stream. My birthday's still technically in 5 days, July 7th, but let's see. Boom Mini was here. Combination. 10,000 Noodles was here. On YouTube. Pokemon Fan 34. The Cringe Prophet. Mr. Black Texas Made. Tsukino Ame was here. Joyce J69. Player Essence. Thank you. Gina Baby 1959. The Great Wah. We've talked a little bit. GGVC 8FZ. So Mr. Black. J Views. Believe that? Man. Anyways, like I was saying. Jabbo Thunder. Leverage your amazing third-party ownership that you now have and just completely stick to that. Make toys, make figurines. A little bit of a difference in quality that the Xbox is coming off of the Nintendo Switch Generation 5. So that's kind of fun. I'm going back further, though. It's kind of fun to hear that. Some of you here were there for that stream. Back on July 2nd. But did that count as the first PGN Live? No, I don't think so, right? We got to find, when was the first stream in August? Speaking of J-Views here, showing off that member for 6 months badge. PGN White Belt tier. Nice green banner. Thank you, J-Views, for being here for 6 months. I'm glad you're around. Hope you're having a good day so far. Byzantium is here. Hi there. What's the total? With yesterday's 37 that we brought into today, we're at 42. Today we had Patty Burke, 1971, with an awesome 5, bringing us up to 42. Because it was 37, and then 37 plus 5. 42. AJ Rax with a big 5 also, adding some more green here, so August. Got it. I had a thought for your streamiversary. I would like to get some $20 gift cards to give you. Whoa. Some $20 gift cards to give to you to give away on that stream. That's a huge. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the awesome 5. That really helps out the stream today. Thank you, AJ. AJ Rax with a big 5. And then thank you very much for the generosity in that wanting to contribute towards the streamiversary. Big thanks. And big thanks to look at more green in the house. From Patty Burke with another 5 gifted memberships. Man, look at all this support coming in out of nowhere. Bam. AJ Rax, thank you for the offer for 2 months from now. We'll pick a date. We'll make it happen. That's very gracious of you. And Patty Burke, big thanks on doing 10 members today. After we adjusted the total members, because it looked like, oh wait, YouTube didn't have it at the number I thought. We're 7 lower. You made it 5 higher. And then later on, now we're a 5 higher again. So we're officially, boom, at 564. YouTube will update it. And that is way cool. Patty Burke, Patrick Coburn, Inigo Montoya, Neotendo, Scott F., Bud Sunny, all welcome aboard. Super cool. AJ Rax and Patty Burke back to back. Thank you. AJ, you just thought of that last night. That is awesome. That is awesome. So that means we have a couple of cool things on the way, because Just Another Star Fox Remake is going to be doing a Star Fox giveaway on his behalf for PGN Live at the launch of Star Fox next month, June 25th. And then 2 months later, a little bit less than 2 months later, we'll have an extra cool giveaway sponsorship by AJ Rex, which is very nice of you. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Just Another Star Fox Remake. Oh! More green in here. Big 10 gifted memberships. AJ Rax bringing us up to 62. Thank you, AJ. Holy cow. Woo! We are moving up. We are moving up. We are at now officially 574. What? Oh, dude, do you know how crazy that is? It was the longest wait. After 555, boom. How are we ever going to hit 500 again? And then we did it this week. Not just 500, but 555. Not just 555, but freaking 574 now. Can you sing medium pace? Oh boy. Let's see. I can probably sing medium pace. AJ Rax with the 2. Bringing us up to 17 now. Getting us to Nintendo 64. Expansion pack secured. Which means now we are at 24. Which means we are now at 4 in the new set. Which means we just unlocked another video. Which means, you know what? We could just do all 4. If you want, we could do all 4. We already are going to do the top 3, which, by the way, I put it earlier. I would have to scroll to find it. Oh, yeah. 99 for Bayonetta photo shoot. 57 for Yoda at Starbucks. 29 for Talking with Peach. And then 14 for Fire Breathing. Since we just did another expansion pack, we could just do all 4. Because we were going to do 3, but now we can do all 4. Yeah? You want to do it? Let me read AJ Rax's Big 10, starting with Starry Podcasts. Man, I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Titanium Solid, Cubby Bang Bang, Kayla Dieter, Nasty Natsu, Morgenstern 7, Nauchi, Waddle Dee Gamer, Nintendo Let's Play, and Kevin Flores. There was someone that I added on recently. Okay. Oh, you're talking to someone else. Oh, talking to JViews. Cool. Oh. I missed the past 30 minutes. What are we talking about? Mary Kay, we're talking about a variety of things. There's a little bit about the Nintendo Fiscal Report, how well Nintendo did. Right now we're talking about an upcoming celebration for the 1-year anniversary of like PGN Live, basically. Lots of love from Ireland. Joycey, ready to hear the national anthem. 4 videos. Yay 4. Oh boy, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me this weekend. Maybe today. Maybe I could bust it out today. It's sunny right now. I could do the Bayonetta one now. I could do the Bayonetta one now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the Bayonetta one. Oh no. Okay. I could do it in the daylight with better lighting, or I could do it at nighttime with less lighting, but like purple hue glowing to make it look cool. I'm gonna experiment. Oh, J Views cannot complain. It's been a good Friday. I checked out Mixtape. I've been hearing so much on Mixtape last night. Great short game which made incredibly nostalgic for the late 90s era. You could easily beat the game in 3 hours. See, that's awesome. I'll probably have to check it out. Okay, hold on. I think I'm caught up there. Grab the shampoo bottle. Nintendo Prime is here. Sorry, I forgot you were live. Should have sent my audience here. Were you just live, Nintendo Prime? I saw Nintendo Prime with a video. Was it a new video that you put up today? Or not a new video yet? Or was it that you were streaming? Nintendo's fiscal year results plus Switch 2 is increasing in price. Oh, that wasn't a new video yet. Because I watched your videos. That was your online stream. Well, I'm going to hit that like button on your stream anyways, even though it's gone now. Now you're at 107. Yeah, I had like 200. We were talking about financials. Yeah, that's most of what we were doing. Too. 629 views you got. That was nice. That's a good stream. Well, good to have you here now. Do it at twilight, between day and night. So Nintendo Prime, if you're wondering, oh, I'm doing a I'm doing a few things. One, I'll be doing a new voice acting video at it looks like Starbucks drive-through as Yoda ordering green tea or something like that, staying in the voice of the Yoda character, throughout. Hi, welcome to Starbucks. Can I take your order?
Take my order, you will. Anything green you have? Green matcha tea sounds good.
And then when they ask for the payment,
Know what payment do you need?
and I'm recording it the whole time. So that's one video. The second one is a Bayonetta poolside photo shoot, as was requested by the chat. So I gotta don the Bayonetta outfit and do it, which geez Louise, I'm thinking of the ideas now. And AJ Rax is suggesting do it at twilight between day and night, so I get still the good quality pictures, but a little bit of the purple hue that I could play with some lighting. Then we're doing a little bit of an interview or some kind of video game sales discussion with Peach, my dog. And then we're doing a fire breathing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Byzantium. You hear some Arnold Schwarzenegger in there? Yeah. Arnold talking with Yoda is very entertaining.
And that's okay, by the way. Oh, that you didn't send the people here. That would have been pretty cool, though. I mean, shoot. How many do we have watching live? We have 30 at the moment. 34 watching live. To get a 200 over here all of a sudden, or even half of that, that'd be pretty cool. That's okay. Thank you for thinking of it. Right now, I'm trying to scroll back and find when was the first PGN live. Because we found the... Jeez, look at these Paul with a beard. Well, you all can't see it at the moment, but so this is my July 2nd birthday stream ahead of my birthday, July 7th, which was also the 5,000 subscriber celebration stream, eShop gift card giveaway, etc. That was pre-bearded Paul, which is what I'm back to. But I'm looking back as I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, dude, the beard was a very different time. But I'm trying to find the first PGN Live, because I don't know if you count this July 2nd one, because there's also the June 4th Nintendo Switch 2 one where I was camping outside of Best Buy. Okay, I think I'm finding it though. PGN Video Game Talk. Okay. Okay, we're scrolling back. 9 months ago. Oh no, that's Indie World Partners Showcase. Thoughts on tomorrow's event. Well, this is a... It would have thrown you above 150, but I messed up. I ended the stream and went to YouTube, and I'm like, no, he is live. What did I do? Well, damn it. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome to a semi-rare. That would have been cool, but it's all right. Boo Mini. Hey, everyone. We were just talking about you a moment ago because you were in this PGN Live on July 2nd. Experimenting here. Okay. Hearing what my voice is like. I found this one. Much of a delay after when I talk to when I hear it. This wasn't called PGN Live yet. Is that the name of the
Oh no!
I say it. I say the words PGN Live.
But this is Paul Gale Network, and I am live.
Okay.
Well, welcome. Last time I did.
Hey everyone. Welcome to a semi-rare August 6th
PGN Live.
Okay. Not to say troubleshooting, but I am experimenting here. Hearing what my voice is like and how much of a delay after when I talk to when I hear it. My new microphone is better than that microphone.
Okay, that's good enough.
I also learned how to do some of this stuff.
All right, so welcome to PGN
That one.
Live.
Hey, see, I said
Is
it.
that the name of this show going forward?
It
I
is.
don't know necessarily. But this is Paul Gale Network, and I am live. So it's good enough for now. Well, welcome. Last time I did one of these, there were quite a good amount of people in here. Gosh, what was the event? Why did we do it? Was it in anticipation of Donkey Kong Bonanza's release? No. Oh, it was the birthday stream. That's right. Dang. It is August 6th, and my birthday stream was July 7th. So I think several days before, like on July 2nd, I had a little birthday stream / $20 Nintendo Switch / Nintendo Switch 2 eShop gift card giveaway. And that was pretty fun. And there were a lot of you that showed up for that. I don't know how many are going to pop up right now. And, you know, that's okay if there's not a lot of people coming here. Because the last one, I gave notice of like a couple of days in advance on X and whatnot. That, hey, stay tuned for in a few days. Okay, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but there we go. To answer AJ Rax's question, okay, Paul, August 6th it is, yeah. That live stream in the parking lot, you know, I have live streamed before. I have done, you know, live direct reactions and stuff like that before. And I used to have a whole series of daily video game news coverings and weekly covering of video game sales data and stuff like that. But
the PGN Live series itself, I guess we could say, yeah, August 6th. Kind of cool. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in a while. Okay, take a look at this. I don't know why we're doing this right now. I don't know if this is entertaining for you all, but look what I found.
PGN Live. Happy Thanksgiving to those.
Look at this.
Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. Happy Thanksgiving to those in the United States. And you know what? For the heck of it, even if you don't celebrate, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. All around.
Look at the beard on that guy. Whoo! Look at the beard on that guy. I should throw on a Metroid shirt right now just to have a side-by-side comparison. But yeah. Look at that. Woo! Let's see. If I'm looking like this, there, that's a shot of me then versus me now. Kind of funny. It's kind of funny. The beard. How different. Thanksgiving. I ended up shaving the beard on November 30th. Around the world, because it doesn't have to be necessarily associated with our North American culture of what Thanksgiving is, but just sharing the joy of something that someone celebrates with everyone else, because at the end of the day, Thanksgiving, those are two words that make up this holiday, and that is important to share, to highlight. My thanks to you all for being here. You can look at it multiple ways because it is multiple ways deep, and of course we also have 6 months ago
Famitsu
almost.
sales to
Wow.
go over. We've got Famitsu sales from Japan, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond dropping in 1 week, 7 days time. There's hype. There's hype in the air. November is... This was in anticipation also of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which is super cool, because that was during the whole Metroid Prime 4 Beyond countdown series until that launched. That was cool. Let me catch up to chat. Jeez, I've been seeing it, but I haven't been reading it out loud. People shaming Nate. Yeah, I mean, he really dropped the ball there. That's okay. Oh, speaking of which, boom, 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 boom. That's okay. Oh, I haven't forgot about the medium pace, by the way. Haven't forgotten. Patty Burke. Well, my birthday is 25th of December, 1971. Too old to be a gamer. Never too old. Never give up. Trust your instincts. Paul Gale and the majestic beard. Yeah, it was good. Beard looking fierce. Thanks, Eunice. Boom, Mitty. Nate with the crying emojis from the shame. It's okay. Next time, all right? Next time. Yeah. This is the last bearded live, I think, because after this I shaved, and then the next stream popped up and it was no more beard. What was Thanksgiving? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This, I guess, was November 27th. I shaved November 30th, but on the day I shaved, I did Wolverine, I did Logan, and I did God of War, Kratos. Okay, let's see. I did this once before. Shaming Nintendo Prime. I thought you meant Nate the Hate. No, and I'm not. No one's really shaming Nintendo Prime. He's jokingly. I mean, he's realistically saying, "Shoot, I wish I remember that you were live or saw that you were live because I would have
gladly brought my audience over here, help me out, but no one's really mad. No one's mad. It's all good. It's okay. It is funny. Okay, we do have to get to AJ Rax's request. I am the worst. I deserve it. No. Let's see. I did this once before. For all you know, I could have got you 10K today. Thanks a lot. I'm at 92.58. Yeah. You could have had 160, 200 people say, all right, everybody, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go over to PGN Live and you're going to watch, hit the like button on the stream, subscribe, and simultaneously tag him, and boom, boost up to like probably 9,400, 9,500, and then that inflow of new people all at once would have brought about a whole bunch of new people watching, and then today could have been 10,000. Awful. By the way, you do have the shorts today. Watch the stream, watch and sub if we hit 10K giveaway tonight, right? That's how I would have done it. Yeah. So last year was a really cool year for growth. What was the number? It was the year started off, I think, sub 4,000. I want to say it was below 4. Like 3,200 or 3,800, I'm not sure. The year ended with like 8,016. So it was this growth of like, it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a little bit more than double the lifetime in 1 year. 20 years I've been on YouTube. As of January 2026. 20 years on being on YouTube. And 8,000 was hit, in which something like 4,200 of those 8,000 were done in last year's calendar year. And then basically this year we've had 1,242 or something like that. So I guess the pace is at a medium pace. Pretty good. It's good. I think we'll hit 9,500 by my birthday, which is just after your birthday and Pokemon Fan's birthday. Pokemon Fan 34, Nintendo Prime, aren't you both the same birthday? I'm July 7th. So, yeah. I think 9,500 by then. And then, yeah, like maybe 10,200 by the end of the year, which is still pretty dope. It'd be like an increase of 2,200 and not like 4,200, but still, if we finish off this year with 10,000, that's pretty dope. Okay. By the way, we're going to do the song. But let me see. I'll read some more comments first. SS4 Moogle saying, here's a question for Paul. If you had kept the beard and attempted to make a Chuck Norris style meme, similar to the one of Chuck having a fist beneath his beard, what would Paul's hidden attack be? It would... It would definitely be another fist. There is no chin behind my beard, only another fist. There is no chin behind my beard, only another fist. There you go. Done. Oh, let's see. Paul Gale Network is always invited, but my show doesn't work with his schedule most of the time. Yeah, for that, just let people know, Nintendo Prime, Nate has, given me an open invitation. You want to be on the podcast? Come on. Be a regular, as often as you can. So I'm appreciative. Nate is awesome. So he's very welcoming, and I love being on it. It's always a great time. And I will be on again. It would be fun to honestly be there every Wednesday night. Be a true regular. Time, schedule, family stuff sometimes doesn't permit. But I will be back. Last time was fun. Jeez. Last time we had Bayonetta came out. But during the podcast he tends to come on more. Okay, July 5th, yeah. Anyone have a new pair of knees for this chap? They sell knees. Cancer, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. That's kind of a... Oh, you're talking... Yeah. Coincidentally, you're talking about Cancer, the zodiac sign in which some of us are. Wii U nunchucks. I like that, AJ Rax. That's good. I thought you were referring to Cancer as in, what I had. But just because when I was looking back at the PGN Lives, I saw that for a decent amount of them, like, oh, I was wearing the Band-Aid and stuff. But that was so awesome seeing Bayonetta surprise us all. Yeah, Taffy, that was good. Okay. A sing-along with Adam Sandler. Does this have lyrics to follow along? I know this pretty much by heart. Sit on. The lyrics will help out. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is something I've only done once before, and I didn't know how it was going to work out. But I'm going to turn this into a members-only live stream. And it will start in 1 minute, and it's scheduled. I don't know if it's the same chat or not, but we're doing it. Especially as I had no idea he was going to do the Bayonetta thing. It was fun. Yeah. Nate didn't know. And it was really fast, too, because I was sitting here like this, behind the scenes. Hey, Nate. Hey, Eric. What's up, Gamebert? Hey, Steve. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And then the intro went, dun, 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 the clickbaiter. And then when it came back, here was Bayonetta. It's because he wants to do something with shampoo bottle. My family, Gamerpunk, you're coming in at a Gamerpunk, you're coming in at a wonderful time. You have no idea. I hope this transfers over. Is it going to transfer over? Okay.